Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this broadcast on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on my YouTube channel, as well as my students and their guests that are participating in this live broadcast. We're closing in on the end of May, and your business has not slowed down as we approach a holiday weekend. And here in the United States, we're coming up on the Memorial Day weekend. And so there's a lot of activity. We still have 9 days until the end of the month. Now, for years, LinkedIn has helped everyone overcome and break through the greatest obstacle facing every network marketer, not having qualified prospects to talk to. The first time I did a boot camp regarding LinkedIn was 14 years ago in 2010. They had 90 million professionals. And I had a student who had just finished paying an internet guru $5,000 because he had a business that he was setting up and he wanted to promote it. $5,000. And this is what the guru told him. Well, first you need a website. And then once you have the website, you need to build up a mailing list of roughly 5,000 people. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, you need to drive people to your website. So that involves search engine optimization, SEO. And then when you drive people to the website, you want to know who went. So you have to create a capture page. You have to give them something so that they'll leave their email address. Website, SEO, capture page. He was going to end up spending $20,000 in addition to the $5,000 he just paid this guru. And so I had looked at LinkedIn at the beginning of the year, and they only had about 45 million professionals. And my cutoff back in the early days was a social network had to have at least 100,000 members. 45,000 didn't do it. But in December, I went back to look at LinkedIn again, and they were already up to 90 million users. So we jumped in, we set up a boot camp, and about, I guess it was 5 months later, I get an email from him. Says his wife originally was skeptical on what I was going to teach him. But he said she is happily eating her words. Not only, so in the month of December, we went on LinkedIn. He was in the horse business. So I showed him how easy it was. We just did a keyword search for equestrian. We get a keyword search for horse. And he connected with somebody who had a list of 50,000 horse people and another list of 100,000 horse people that if the first promotion went well, they would go to the second list. He ended up in a year and a half turning that into $1 million business. And 4 years ago, he came back because he was starting another business. So we went through another round of coaching. And to make a long story short, he did so well within 60 days of working with me, that he was able to sell that business for millions of dollars. LinkedIn allows all of you to remove the obstacle of not having people to talk to. The key is you've got to know who you want to talk to. I mean, that's the deal. Who do you want to talk to? Who would be an ideal candidate for your business? Now, Johanna, to answer your question, let me pull it up. You're looking up Advocare distributors. Some of them are advertising new Advocare products. Do you think they're just looking for product customers? What's going on? Let's jump over there. All right. So, Advocare. Now, this is one of the things we talk about over our Top Runner retreat this weekend. So right now you have 17,000 people on Advocare. Is Advocare still in business? So in 2019, Advocare stopped its network marketing operation, multi-level, right? And at the time, they had over 100,000 people. They've been in business for a long time. The Federal Trade Commission went after them because some of the top earners were selling business opportunities, not products. And so if you were seriously interested in getting into a business, you would buy 3 to 6 business centers that you would then begin to fill out. So, and the bottom line was that falls under the category of Ponzi scheme. All the money is kind of made up front. So what they did was in July, Advocare sent out a note to everybody that they are terminating their distributor agreements, which meant that if you were a business builder, you were no longer going to get paid on your organization. In other words, everybody that you brought into the business, you would still continue to get paid on the purchase of products by anybody that you signed up. So if you sign up a business builder and they continue to buy products, you'd be paid on whatever products they bought. But if they brought in 15 business builders and they had an organization of 15,000 people. Now, the only thing you're going to get paid on is what the person that you brought into the business did. And so with that, all the business builders left. People loved the products, and they could continue to buy the products, but nobody is building the business. So out of those 17,000 people that are here, they're all product users. And frankly, the time to be reaching out and talking to Advocare people would have been in 2018, 2019. Now, that's not to say that they couldn't be interested in a business. So then it comes down to conversation. Every one of these people are customers, maybe, or maybe they haven't updated their profile. So let's look at June. Interesting. So she's an independent distributor for Advocare, and she's an independent distributor at LifeWave. And she's an independent distributor at, excuse me,
Good morning.
morning. So she's got her finger in multiple things. And what you get from looking at somebody's profile like this, because she could very well be a prospect, because she's got her fingers into so many different things. But notice LinkedIn has added something new. You're looking at her profile, and you can see she's got the follow button, which means she's following LinkedIn's guidance. But then down below here, connect if you know each other. Otherwise, if they didn't put this here, you'd have to go to more, connect with her here. So to encourage connecting, LinkedIn is now kind of putting this out there. So she says, health and fitness industry has been my passion for 30 years. Been a personal trainer, Advocare. All right. So the question is, how active is she? Well, she posted something here 3 days ago. Posted something here 4 days ago. And she's posting products. Posted something 2 weeks ago. So she went through that entire mess with Advocare. She still likes the products. She's still selling the products. In 2019, there was another company that was selling wine. So she jumped into that. They only lasted about a year, And then this company kind of popped up, and so they've been doing it for a while. She's been in LifeWave for a little over a year. Independent consultant at Zervita. Now, Zervita, I'm not sure that Zervita is still in the business. And let's look at all the things that she does. So initially, she was a secretary for 13 years. Then went over to retail, an executive assistant, became a personal trainer. And so since she's been a personal trainer, she's been in all these companies. Think about how much you know about people just by looking at their profile. So you're talking to a woman, or you're attempting to talk to a woman that has been in network marketing for a long time. And the obvious question that I have is, with access to 1 billion, 50 million professionals, is there something about her, something that she's done that you have a lot in common with, aside from the fact that, she's been in a bunch of network marketing companies? Were you a personal trainer? Any of the things that she's done that you did?
Well, I haven't been a personal trainer.
Okay. So were you in any of the companies that she was in?
No.
The glue that keeps people connected, the glue that makes people interested in talking to you, is you have something in common. Maybe you went to the same school. Maybe, you were in one of these companies. So you really don't have anything in common with her, except you're both in the same industry. Now,
Right.
let me do this. Did you try talking to her?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, let's come over. Let me just, what is,
I can't remember if I sent her a connection request.
okay.
I started getting confused because some of the people were actually posting products that they were trying to sell right now, a new product that came out from Advocare. And I thought, I don't know where these people are at.
Well, first, no, I'm about to go into your account. Notice over here, get the new LinkedIn Windows app. Stay away from this. Okay, because it's not as good as the Windows, I'm sorry, the LinkedIn program you already have on your computer. So we're going to go over here. We're going to sign in with email. Um,
Yeah, it's possible that I sent her a connection request. I just don't remember.
Uh, I gotta tell you, I see stuff like this, and it frightens me. It really does. Not going to get into it. Frankly, you want to stay away from making political type statements. You're connected to this guy somehow, and scary. You know him?
No.
Now, I'm not going to ask you about your political affiliation, but you don't want people that you're connected to see that kind of baloney. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to say, not interested in next posts. Right? You don't need to see it, and the people that you're connected to don't need to see it. LinkedIn is getting political, but let's get back to you. 1,050,000,000 professionals. And you could pop up here and do a search. Well, before we do that, no, let's do that first. We have an opportunity. So you have 1,390,000 people that are looking for an opportunity. Looking for opportunities. $2.1 million. So you got over almost 3.5 million people that are flat out looking for an opportunity. It's nothing to guess. We know they're looking for an opportunity. Now, realistically, let's take a look at your profile. So we come down here. So you're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. And your account's been verified. But let's do this. Let's change your cover. So once you begin to change, so does the world around you. And the thing that I question, let's change the picture. Let's upload something. Because we want to make people curious about what you do. And when people look at your profile, the first thing they're going to be thinking is, how can I be like her? Okay, so one of the big things that appeals to people about network marketing is lifestyle. Now, putting a jet up there, powerful, very powerful. But it's going to be easier for you to talk to women than men. And that being said, when people look at your profile, for example, once you begin to change, so will the world around you. That could be you.
Younger me.
Well, yeah, but nobody knows. No, they just see your back. And this creates more curiosity to your audience. Creates curiosity. What do you do? Let's just refresh. Now, unfortunately, on LinkedIn, they don't give you, they don't notify people when you change your cover, your cover. But this is going to attract more women to you than the picture of the jet.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, now, next, what you're looking for, we got 2,190,000 people that you're looking for. So we want to filter that down. We could say, you know what? I only want to see people in the United States. So people in the United States that are looking for an opportunity got 690,000. Or you could do California. So there's 95,000 people that are looking for an opportunity in California. Again, you have more in common with people that live in the state that you're in. So looking for opportunities in California. Now you want to talk to somebody that can sell. Also want to talk to somebody that wants to work remote. Also wants to talk to somebody that has training experience. So we could looking for opportunities, remote, sales, training. At the enter key. So you got 848 people that are looking for a remote opportunity in sales and have training experience. Now, when you're doing a keyword search on LinkedIn, it's going to look for every one of those words. And that's why we always want to start with looking for opportunities. And then it'll pick up remote, and then it'll pick up sales, and then it'll pick up training. It doesn't necessarily mean they have all of those words. Right? So now we turn around, we can say, all right, let me take a look at this guy right here. Certified Senior Salesforce Business Analyst. What does he do? So he's been doing this for almost 5 years. Salesforce administrator. So the more information they put down there about themselves, obviously the more open they are to communicate. But this is his background. Now, you have to ask yourself, look at him. Question obviously is he active? Well, I posted something 3 years ago. Comments 3 years ago. Reactions. Well, he liked something 4 months ago. So he's active as opposed to not being active. It was 2 or 3 years for this. You would completely disregard talking to him. But is he the best person for you to talk to?
I wouldn't think so.
Exactly. Now, looking for exciting new remote opportunities in San Francisco. Sales associate, Bath and Body Works. Now we're talking. You open up her profile. And we know that that company closed. So we come down here. She was an administrative professional. Now, again, the question is she active? Posted something 3 years ago. Comments 1 year ago. Reactions 3 months ago. So you can say she's active. Now, again, the question is, and what we initially want to be able to do, we want to be able to quickly decide based on her background, general accountant, front desk, office manager, front desk supervisor. Okay, so here it is, someone that's open to remote opportunity training and development. All right, now so far, if you just look at this person here has the best experience just on the basis of what you see here. We come down here. Okay, so you look at this, and we don't have to study everything. She reposted something 2 months ago. And so out of all the people we've looked at so far, this person has the best experience from all the other ones you looked at. And on top of that, what you have in common with her, you're both in San Francisco. So it's subtle little things like that. When you're looking for people, senior manager, sales. Now, if you could talk to 20 people a day like her, and that's not hard. Okay?
All right.
That's not hard. So
So is 3 months still considered recent? I've been kind of looking at like 2 months.
no, listen, they don't put down everything. You know, what people post, what people like, what people make comments about shows up. Now, people don't post that much, but people react and make comments. So that being considered, as long as we see that they've done something, even if she just no posting, no reaction, but she made a comment on something 3 months ago, that tells you she's active. We don't see everything that she does, but these are the kinds of people that you want to talk to, not,
All right.
and the other thing I want to mention is let's go over here to your network. Something went wrong. So right now they're not letting you in to your network, which at some point in time you want to check it because there are people that you're connected to that would be great prospects, but you haven't talked to them. Now, we could go over here and look at celebrations. How many people are you connected to on LinkedIn? Do you know?
About 6,000.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let's come back to your profile. And we're going to take this right here.
Let it change it.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to do something even better. We're going to come over here. We're going to delete it. Take it off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to add it back. So what does that do? Let's put it in. Founder, CEO, CMO, company name, location, and I didn't grab the year. What were the years in here?
I started in 93.
Okay. And we're going to keep it. Save it. Now what happens, we've added a new position. And so this is now going to send out a notification. Everybody, all 6,000 people, is going to put this up there. And this is where it's going to show up. We come back over here your network. When people check your celebrations, your change tomorrow is going to be up here. So they can say,
Okay.
congratulate Joanna. Wonderful. So these are people. This is going to give you an opportunity to deal with the people that react and respond to that change. Additionally, 12 years of birthdays. So this is something that makes it easy to follow up with people. So let's see. Let's come here to message. You've been connected to this person for 4 years. And the last time you talked to her was in 2019. Now, whether or not you want to talk to her again, wish her a happy birthday, that's entirely up to you. But there are going to be people here that you're connected to. Here, you've been connected to this person. And again, just because they're having a birthday doesn't mean that you want to wish them a happy birthday. So let's just focus on women. Connected 5 years ago. So you've been connected to her since 2018. Now, the question, before we take the time to wish her a happy birthday, is to determine, is she a potential prospect? So she's a fitness instructor. Now, the other thing is, how active is she? Well, the last time she posted anything was 6 years ago. Last time she made any comments, 6 years ago. Last time she reacted to anything was 3 years ago. So reaching out to wish her a happy birthday or acknowledge anything about her is a shot in the dark. Well, you don't have time for shots in the dark. So all these little components are what determine who you want to talk to, who you want to re-engage. And so if every day, let's come over here to your messages. If every day, this was yesterday, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yesterday you engaged 12 people. They're all in different stages. Okay, let's go. We won't look at the weekend. But now here, we go to May 18th. And then it drops. So are you archiving these or
I haven't been. I think he's kind of written me off, that fellow.
no, that's not what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at is this is May.
Mhm.
Well, what happened to April? What happened to March?
I don't know.
Okay, so what this is telling, I mean, have you been on a
Well,
hop? Have you
yeah,
been?
I don't usually archive things. Why would they disappear?
Well, that's a good question. So let's look at maybe unread. Okay, so here, these are unreads. And let's look at your folder.
Yeah, I've never archived anything.
Okay, so then Okay, here they are. So these are all the people that you've started conversations with. And so, for example, you take this one here. Now, so she's a graduate. So she's a personal executive assistant.
If I remember correctly, she hasn't really engaged with me.
Okay. So she hasn't engaged. Okay, so you reached out to her last year. She accepted you. All right, now here, so basically you're asking two questions. You only really needed to ask one. And okay, right. So now you haven't, she hasn't engaged. What? Now, here, you send her the image, but the piece that goes under the image is, I just sent this to a good friend, sent these to a lot of people, but you haven't been able to get her to look at what you're doing. So you're right. So if you want to get her attention, then what you're going to do is post a GIF, post a moving image. Now, we can start a post. Because what we want to do is we want to post personal development stuff, things that people will look at, that they will appreciate, that if they know people, if they're in a management position, turn around and share it with people under them. So I've got all of these in one place. What you really want to do is set up a folder, and you could actually create different folders. You could create a folder for new posts, for new people, a follow-up folder, so that it makes it easy to go to what you're looking for. So we're going to come down here and All right, and we're gonna send it. So now everybody that you're connected to would see it, but if you got 6,000 people, she's not gonna see it. Jeunesse. You go back over here. Now these are the people
Doesn't that show the last people you communicated with?
well, that's what you had before, but you haven't communicated with her, and she's on her cell phone. So we could send this to her. All right, now these are the people that you connected with recently. Now you could send 10 of these to people. And no conversation, no person's looking for new opportunity. So you send these. So every day you want to have a list of people that you are sharing your messages. And we also talked about how you can follow up with people. The other thing we talked about is how you can schedule these things ahead of time. Bottom line is posting is going to this is how fast it goes. Now, whether Kelly is someone that you want to talk to is about your business, but people appreciate this.
Yeah, I talked to her last night.
Yeah. There you go. That's the way it works, folks. Every day. Let's come over here. Look at your posts. So we just did this 2 minutes ago. This, we changed your profile. Now here, somebody liked this. So the bottom line is there are plenty of opportunities for you to talk to people. You just need to be talking to the right people. Let me Jackie, do you want to do a session today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow would be better.
Okay, let's do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Good.
Ready? And as for the rest of you, I will be back at 4 o'clock. Let me just, before I shut this down. Now, if you all haven't registered, if you didn't participate in our Top Earner Retreat this weekend, you can go, I'll put these in the chat window. You can go to maxsteingart.com/retreat. Use the promo code Great Deal. So I gave you the link, retreat. Watching the videos is just like being there. Also opened up registration for our June boot camp. Go to maxnygaard.com/bigger deal. And for those of you that participated in the retreat, the 90-day boot camp challenge. So Aaron writes, I've been in LinkedIn for 4 years. And people are responding quicker. And yes, they are. Well, they're responding quicker for a number of reasons. First, you got a better profile today. So I will be back 4 o'clock this afternoon. Got 9 days left until the end of the month. We have the Memorial Day weekend that you can, I would start wishing people a happy holiday. You can do it today. Check my LinkedIn page and you can see how you can do it. Till next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.